Hello, I'm Adrian and I will be reviewing a book that I read, which is Rated. Just a little bit of introduction of this book. It is written by Melissa Gray, a talented woman who also wrote quite a lot of books. Here we have the front cover, and it says there, what if one number determined your place in society? Oh. And here you have the summary of this book. I love how it kinda has a minimalistic look on its cover, no exaggerating designs or wordy cringy sentences or whatsoever. As I am reading this book, I would like to talk about the book. So this book's genre is a young adult dystopian, such as The Hunger Games and The Maze Runner. And there's also a little bit of romance with some mystery to add some spice into it. In this book, there's not one, not two, not even three, but six main characters, which are Bax Johnson, Noah Rainier, Hannah Sakamoto, Chase Donovan, Javi Lucero, and Tamsin Moore. Each character has their own unique characteristic. Bax Johnson, a perfectionist, she has an incredibly high rating, one of, if not, the highest the school has ever had. Her parents are helicopter-like and controlling, and she barely has a free period. Noah Rainier. He is incredibly introverted, loves taking photos on his old-timey camera. He's adopted, but doesn't know, and he's also a nerd. And we have Hannah Sakamoto. She's starving herself so she can get fit enough for figure skating. She will probably, if not already, be developing an eating disorder. She could possibly start breaking bones when falling. She's so thin that you can almost see through her. Chase Donovan. He's dyslexic and lost his baseball scholarship to the school because his rating got too low and his father is a bit abusive. Javi Lucero. He's a professional gamer and he's the only person in his family to make money. And the last main protagonist, Tamsin Moore. She is a tarot reading fortune teller that likes to skip class. Her rating is super low. But wait, how did the author fit everyone into the book? It's simple. Each chapter is a perspective of one of the main characters. For example, in chapter 1, it is a POV of Bax Johnson, one of the main character. And then the next chapter is a POV of Noah. And this goes on until the end of the book, with all of the main protagonists have their own POVs on a certain chapter. You're probably wondering, what am I talking about? What rating am I talking about? So we go back to the summary of the book. It says here, the higher a rating source, the more valued you are. The lower it plummets, the harder you must work to improve yourself. For the students at the prestigious Maplethorpe Academy, every single thing they do is reflected in the ratings, updated continuously and available for all to see. Basically, they each have a smartwatch, which display a number from 0 to 100, where when you have a high number means you're perfect, and if you have a low one, well, it doesn't end well for them. And people can change your rating via the smartwatch. For example, someone like your friend can increase your rating by just tapping their smartwatch screen. It's like a futuristic smartwatch. I don't want to spoil much about this book because I'm not that kind of person. So let's go through what I like and what I kind of dislike about this book. I like some parts of this book, but what I do love is that when the characters were chatting with each other in a group chat, I'm actually reading it right now in the background video. They were texting each other as how me and my friends usually do, and that actually shows a lot how there are teenagers in our generation. The author did a really good job with it, and I was so amused by it. However, what made it went downhill was the rating system itself. It is not well explained. How the system actually works is revealed in bits and pieces, and I'm still not clear on it. If you finish reading this book, you will have the same questions as me. What can you be rated for? Who can do the rating? Because I thought only authority figures could rate for a long time, until it was revealed peer-to-peer rating is a thing, which is treated as less than a rating from a teacher, yet affects your rating in exactly the same way. And if people people you don't know personally can rate you from seeing you online or watching you skate in a competition, why do the characters only experience reading drops on a point and there? If 100,000 people are watching you run an online video game, why would only two of them rate you? After reading the whole book, I still have a lot of questions. But overall, the book's true strength lies in the characters, in my opinion, of course. The author wonderfully balances her six POVs to create a varied cast of characters who each have their own private struggles and character arcs. Sure, the rating system is a problem, but I was much more invested in Noah's family life and Hannah's figure skating career and Beck's quest to become a valedictorian. The beauty of the book is in the individuals, not in the system they're struggling against. Finally, the main question. Will I recommend this book to someone? Well, for the small dramas of each character and how they deal with them, I will totally recommend this book. But I don't think it excels as a dystopian because it didn't really make me think. Sure, rating people is bad, I get that, but the book didn't do anything interesting with that premise. I just like the characters, and I think a lot of other readers will too, as long as they know to approach the book almost more as a contemporary about the ordinary struggles of high school students, rather than a dystopian novel. Alright, that's all from me. Adrian, thank you so much for watching.